You gave up, you dipped out, yeah. You can't touch, you missed out, yeah. I'm draped up and dripped out, yeah. I'm draped up and dripped out, yeah. You gave up, you dipped out, yeah. You can't touch, you missed out, yeah. I'm draped up and dripped out, yeah. I'm draped up and dripped out, yeah. January 5th, I was down for the commitment. January 4th, thought I met somebody different. You was hella cold, should've known from the beginning. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, I did not, so what's the difference? You a hitchhike girl, not a ride or die. Things you did, I don't know how you sleep.
What's going on, guys? I hope y'all are having a great day. As you can see, my buddy Christian brought his Sierra over here. He just put these 13.5 wide tires, 35 by 13.5 by 24s. The rims are 24 by 14s. These things are stupid wide. We're gonna show you guys why he's here real quick. Go ahead. As you could probably imagine, he's rubbing like a son of a bee. We're gonna show you guys as he pulls up into the driveway. He's gonna park it over here. Gonna show you how bad this really is. Clean truck though, if we can get it somewhat decent looking. See how nut to butt it is? It's about to touch right there. So close, and he's not even at a sharp turn. He just put these things on. I love the stance on it. The thing is nasty. Unfortunately, it is a gasser and two-wheel drive, but we won't judge. Truck looks clean. I don't know, I make fun of him at work about it, but don't give him too hard of a time. So on a scale to 1 to broken wheel hubs, how much do you like the rims?
A 10.
A 10?
It's worth it.
Worth it. What kind of rims are there?
Extreme Motors, 24 by 14.
Extreme Motors. And what's the lift setup you got going on? So you got a little bit of a body.
Yeah, I have a 2.
Or not a body. People on YouTube don't consider that a body. They consider that a coil spacer. We got to be technically correct here on YouTube nowadays. You know how people are. But yeah, so that's the lift we're working with.
The exact numbers are 2 1/4, 2 3/4 leveling kit, rough country, and then 5 1/2 rough country suspension lift.
So we've never had a gasser on the channel, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. We got to respect the gasser community. We've all been in the gasser community before. All of us. What the Duck is here still. He's over talking on his phone. But we've all been in the gasser community. So we got to have love for him. I think the stance looks great on the truck. We're going to see how much we actually have to trim up today. Definitely going to have to trim up quite a bit for him to be able to turn. But we're going to get it... Gonna get him to sit still, turn the steering wheel, and see how much exactly we gotta cut. SEMA Beaver is in the building today. Little John Deere. By the way, make sure you guys are staying tuned for tomorrow's video. I don't know if it's gonna go up tomorrow or the next day, but we have big things coming to this truck tomorrow. Make sure you guys are staying tuned. Put those push notifications on. You're not gonna wanna miss the next video on this truck, I promise you that. It's gonna be probably one of the best videos I've ever made. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. I'm not hyping it up. This is gonna be freaking awesome. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we'll see how much we got to cut up, and we'll catch up with you guys here in a minute. Alright guys, so we took the bottom valence off the truck and we trimmed out about 1 inch on the top valence, and we're gonna get them to turn, and yeah, it's still rubbing pretty good. We really don't want to have to bend that metal back. But it looks like we're gonna have to do something with that metal. It's definitely touching. How big of a turn were you making?
That was about probably 1 full turn right there.
That was locked out?
No, just 1 complete turn.
Okay, all right, go turn it the other way. Let me see about the back end. We haven't touched the back end. We really don't want to cut anything back here. Obviously, you never want to touch the body of the truck, but we may have to trim it up a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, just figure out. Was that fully locked out?
Yeah, that was probably like that.
That was fully locked out?
What? No, until I can.
Whenever you go over like a driveway or in a driveway or you hit a bump and you're turning at the same time, it's gonna rub pretty good. You just gonna have to be, I don't know, it's up to you, man. What you want to do, because I'll show you where you're hitting right here. You're hitting front and back for sure. You're either gonna have to be easy while you're driving, or you're gonna have to make a tough decision if you want to angle this at an angle just like that, kind of.
I really don't want to get into the body.
I don't either.
If it was on the inside, it'd be alright, but not on the outside.
Yeah.
Because if it rusts, you're screwed.
You could always drive it for a couple weeks, see if it's gonna really even bug you.
Yeah.
Whenever I was in parking lots, when I had my 12.5, these are way wider, but on my Cummins, when I had my first set of wide wheels, I noticed that in parking lots, I was the toughest, was getting in and out. But you're just gonna have to back in everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you can make a lot more turns backing in than you can pulling in.
The main problem was the front. I was hitting the front for the back, so.
Oh, yeah. So what do you want to do with that? Because you're still hitting up there.
Yeah. I might have to probably like try to bend this in a little bit more.
Make it kind of flush with the valence.
I'd rather try to bend it before cutting it.
Heat it up and bend it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea too. Yeah, probably. The other side obviously is locked out on this side, but we did the same exact thing. We kind of cut it at an angle the same as the other side, cut the same amount off. We obviously masked it off prior and then sanded it down with 220. It looks decent. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just, he's still gonna rub on that bumper, the metal bumper. So we may trim a little bit more. We're gonna diagnose this and we'll catch up with you guys here as soon as we figure something out. All right, guys, Christian's gonna go on a test drive with it real quick, see if it's gonna be worth cutting into it. We don't think so. He doesn't think so either. So he's gonna go on a test drive, see if it annoys the crap out of him, or see if he can at least turn about 85% of the way so that we don't have to cut into any metal. We don't want to do that. But he's definitely gonna rub, that's not no question. We know that. We just want to see if it's gonna be to the point if he can control it, or if he can kind of bear with it, if you will. You guys know how that goes. With wide wheels, you're gonna rub. Even after you trim a little bit, you're always gonna rub at least a little bit. You gotta trim some ridiculous stuff or change front bumpers. That's an option too. Yeah, he's hitting the middle right now. He's already hitting metal. You guys can kind of get a picture of how sharp he was turning. Yeah, it's already hitting. He'll be back in a minute. Well, boys, he's back. Can I go ahead and tell you, almost busted my ass. Go ahead and tell you what I probably think his answer is going to be. Earlier I said wheel hub. I'm so used to solid front axles. Obviously doesn't have wheel hubs, so should have did a scale 1 to ball joints. Now that I think about it,
I can tell a big difference.
Big difference.
Big difference.
So whenever you pull it out, you definitely were rubbing. Were you at a full turn? It didn't look like it.
No.
It didn't look like it. I mean, literally this entire bottom thing separated. Like it freaking came down about 3-4 inches. I would say take it off, but you really can't take that bottom plastic piece off, because like Hunter said, you'd have those big freaking holes. Just vacant. It would look crazy out of whack. So people are going to ask about the gap between, see how this is kind of coming down? You said this happened after your body lift got installed?
Yeah, this is my body lift.
That happened after you installed the body lift?
Yeah.
What, you said it was 2.5 inch body?
2 3/4.
2 3/4. All right.
3/4.
Because we were thinking maybe you turned and it kind of brought the bumper down or something like that.
No, I've never rubbed that hard. to bring it down. And I mean, I had 33s on 2 days ago, so I never scrubbed it too hard.
Well, what do you want to do? It's your truck, your decision. Drive it around for a few days, see if it annoys the hell out of you.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing.
We can trim a little bit more of the plastic. It seems like you might still be hitting the plastic a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm not worried about the metal because I feel like I'm just gonna slide on this metal. It's not gonna catch metal, but it's gonna catch this plastic because there's a gap right there. And that tread hits that gap, it's gonna pull it down.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing to pull down on this.
True.
So I might trim a little bit more plastic and then see how that does me.
All right. Let's see how it does. Alrighty guys, so we decided to go ahead and trim the metal a little bit. We tried to get it the best we could with that bottom plastic valence piece. We tried to get it as flush as we could. As you can see, it's not perfect, but it does look fairly good. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look crazy. And then on this side, the back side, you can kind of see I had to cut a little bit at an angle to come out of that metal bumper. So we're trying to make it look as best as we can and still make him be able to drive this thing, make it drivable. The other side I haven't even looked at yet. How's it look? Kind of the same situation.
Still gotta get out of it.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, I mean, trying the best we can. It's not the easiest thing to work with a Sawzall and that metal bumper, but we're making it work best we can. Doesn't look too bad, and this will make it to where he can actually go into parking lots and make better turns, sharper turns, things like that. So, you happy?
I'm happy. So far, so good.
So far, so good. All right, we'll keep working on it. I didn't want to let it get dark outside. I wanted to update you guys before it got super dark outside, and you'd be like, what in the hell? It gets dark at like 4:30. I know that's nothing to you guys up north, but for us down here in Alabama, that's early for us. So, about 4:25, and the sun is already about to go down. I don't want it to be dark next time I update you, but that's where we're at right now. We'll catch up with you guys here in a minute. Alrighty guys, so you guys have to hear this story. He actually curved his wheels the first day he freaking had these things, and I noticed it when we were working on it earlier, but I didn't really say anything. And then we started talking about it a minute ago. So you tried to touch it up already, right here. I tried to touch them up already. These aren't used, these are brand new. So tell us the story, please, would you? How you curved these 24x14's in the first day of ownership.
Alright, so I just got them, and I went to my friend's house, my friend Borden, to go show off to him, because he's a truck guy too. And anyway, long story short, I was leaving, and the road's pretty small. I had to make a sharp turn. I did the best I could, and in the middle of my turn, a Fiat came and they turned my direction and made the widest turn a Fiat would ever make into the other lane. So I had to make my turn even sharper. And,
to swerve out of the way of the Fiat?
Yeah.
Damn,
and
yeah, them Chuck E. Cheese parking lots are pretty small, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was leaving the preschool and
I was just looking at these kids at the playground, and then I got distracted. But I'm going to get demonetized for that. Jesus Christ. Kids aren't going to get any presents this year.
No, but I knew I hit the curve, but I felt myself right up on it. And I cut the wheel, I guess, another inch, and I just heard, and it was too late.
I bet you were pissed, dude.
It was too late at that point. Y'all can see I curved it from here all the way around to here. So I pretty much...
Holy shit, you're not lying, dude.
I curved 50% of the wheel. Actually.
How did you even do that long ass curve, dude? You could have pulled up out of that thing. So you started right there, that's where it's worst.
Yeah.
And then you came all the way around to there. That's crazy.
Lessons learned.
What made you decide to go with these amps? The mud tires, that's what I'm referring to. If you guys didn't know, Amp, a pretty new tire company. Been out a few years, right?
Yeah, they're fairly new. I wanted to get the Fury, the new Fury off-roads, but
yeah, I hear pretty good things about the Furies.
Yeah, I like the style of them.
Almost the same. Well, not the same, but
I just like the style of the Furies better. But they didn't have many in stock, so I just picked these up because these are also new. I don't see a lot of people with them, so
I don't either, man.
I'd like to try to be a little different.
True. I like how it sits, though.
Yeah.
We pretty much done trimming So you guys pretty much seen that part of the video. We're pretty much done trimmed up. So the lighting's already getting terrible, guys. You could probably tell in this short clip. So I'm gonna end the video out here. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you're new, make sure you're subscribing. Truck's gonna be able to be driven a lot easier now and be able to be turned a lot sharper. So hopefully that fixes it a little bit. I know you guys probably comment down below, SEMA Beaver or whatever, but I love the way it sits. I don't think you should go with more lift. I think it sits really, really good. If you guys seen it in person, you may have a different opinion. I don't know, I haven't seen your comments yet, but comment down below, let me know what you think. Thank you to, go ahead and follow his social media.
Yeah, it's Redskin, REDSKNN.
Oh, Redskin. All right, so follow Redskin on Instagram. We'll put it on the screen for you guys. If you want to see more of his truck and his truck build progress, check it out. But thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. Smash that like button if you freaking enjoyed it. That helps the channel grow a ton, and I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new, hit those push notifications, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Should have filmed the follow my TikTok.
TikTok. Nobody has TikTok, you stupid ass.
Sleeping good at night. You cannot see my tears running from my eyes. I don't show my feels, no, I keep that shit inside. You wasn't rooting for me at the bottom, now I'm climbing. You jumped out the boat at the wrong damn time.